are you? It is so nice to see you. My name is Shannon Gilmore. Welcome to Positively Spiritual. This is your place to be. We dissect and unpack narcissism, and we try to understand it as best as we can from a perspective of the Bible and psychology and quantum science. Sounds good? Well, if you like to get educated, if you like to learn, if you like to laugh, if you like to even cry, sometimes we do that here. You'll see me weep, you'll see me get teary-eyed, and sometimes you'll see me getting really goofy and laughing it up. So, you know, we're all here learning and growing together, so it's nice to have you. Welcome to the family. How you doing? Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you. Life is throwing me some really potent lemonade. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. I like how you put that. You know, that's life is throwing you some growth squirts, some spurts, right? Yeah, so God be with you, girl. God is with you. And you know, this is a challenge, but whatever is going on with the challenges, you can do this. You can do this because you know what? Stuff that's happening on your outside of your life is trying to get you to trigger, trying to get you to go ballistic and just lose it and get mad. No, just this too shall pass. This is just calm blue ocean. I'm a calm blue ocean inside. I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. It's all good. Take a deep breath. This too shall pass. Hi Cynthia, how you doing? This too shall pass. So I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy that you are happy to be here. It's good to see all of you guys. Wow. You guys, thanks so much for hanging with me all the day long, all the time. You guys are just so wonderful to share your time with me. Thank you. That's amazing. It's such an honor, you know? It really is. You guys light up my life. You light up my life. You guys know that song? You give me. You guys got to know that song. 'Cause you light up my. I don't know trills. Yeah. So I forget the song, but it's like an old song. Beautiful love song. Beautiful love song. So, but I'm not in the serenading mood today. I can't, my voice just cracks right now. So I apologize. I messed up that song. I'll practice it and I'll sing it to you guys. How does that sound? No, don't, please. No, I know, right? Okay, so how you guys all doing? I went to a Codependence Anonymous meeting last night, and it couldn't have come at a more perfect time as I experienced a negative synchronistic movement not even 30 minutes prior. I'm having green tea, matcha green tea. It's 4 o'clock is the brand name, 4 o'clock. And he's my landlord, but he's also my friend, and he came over to collect some rent there yesterday, and he always comes by with tea bags, because he knows I love my tea. So I'm drinking his gift of tea bags of tea. So it was so nice. It's so nice that, you know, he stops and has a cup of tea with me and we talk, and, you know, he's such a nice person. So I keep telling him, you know, you guys, you got to start doing your videos on cooking, but he won't. But anyways, no, it doesn't keep me awake. No. There's just a little, caffeine makes me tired. But there's just a little bit of caffeine that it doesn't even make a difference to me. So I, you know, shoveled snow for an hour the other day and I was wide awake. So I'm dealing with hormones. So I just, you know, but yeah. So Cynthia says, oh, Cynthia goes to meetings too. Okay. So Andrea, you're gonna find, I know this with me anyways, you're gonna find that your life is gonna challenge you, push back. That's what I call it. It's just a way for life to say, oh no, I'm not gonna move, you move. And because that's the way the narcissist wants us to move, right? And we, you know, we're supposed to cave. Well, when you start aligning your life according to how you want to live, life, excuse me, has to catch up. And life, what you see on your outside of life is how life was even months ago. So your life doesn't change until you start changing your mind, but your mind is spirit. And so the physical life aspect of life has to catch up to with the new paradigms going on. So you're going to look at your life and you're going to be like, okay, this person is saucy and sour, and how do I react to this? Well, you can either react the old way or react the new way, because reacting the new way is what is actually going to change things on your outside of your life. So yeah, but you're going to be tested. Sometimes you're going to trigger. It's just the way it is, but it's an exercise in mindfulness. So the fact that you're seeing this and you're mindfully aware of it, good for you. That's awesome. That's you're on the healing path. You're doing well. So keep going. Keep going. Hi, Jeanette. Nice to see you. Hi. Hi. Well, we've got 4. We had 5 people. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just, you know, switches it up. Now we've got 4 people in the house. So, yeah. I'm just reading your comments here. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Now we got 5 again. 5 in the house. Can anyone help with snacking at night? Oh yeah, I think it's an anxiety response. Yes, there is an actual term for it. It's when you feel stress. It's a way to distract yourself. Basically, it's a way to distract your mind. So you're focused on eating. You're still focused on yourself, but you're focused on eating, and it's a distraction. It's a soothing technique, and it's yeah, so you're right on the money. It's anxiety response, and it's when you're aware of it, write down or make note of what you're feeling when you're eating. What are you snacking on? Like, what are you avoiding? Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the video tonight. The psychology blindness, the truth that you must know that the narcissist never sees coming. Have you ever wondered why you found yourself trapped in in a relationship that was hard to let go of? Maybe you were manipulated. Or perhaps you justified someone's toxic behavior. Maybe you thought that if you just loved this person more than what you do now, maybe they'll finally notice and they'll change. Welcome to the club, because we all do it. And there's a reason why we do it. It's called a psychological blind spot. Oh yeah, we're blind. We're blind psychology. To certain, we're blind to certain psychology, human mannerisms and human behaviors. I mean, we can't all know this, but it is fascinating. Like, I find understanding human nature, I find it fascinating. I mean, I've been, doing peer support counseling since I was 16 years old. So, I mean, this is up my alley, and I think you're going to find some value in this video too. A psychological blind spot is an unconscious bias or cognitive distortion that prevents us from seeing the truth about a situation, about ourselves or other people. The narcissist. These blind spots often stem from deeply ingrained beliefs, emotions, and societal conditioning, making us vulnerable to manipulation and self-deception. Say what? Manipulation of other people and self-deception. Yes, we do deceive ourselves. We do gaslight ourselves. When it comes to narcissism, these blind spots can keep us trapped in toxic relationships, unable to recognize red flags, red flag, hello, and they prevent us from breaking free from harmful dynamics. So understanding these hidden biases is the first step towards reclaiming our clarity, power, and our emotional freedom. Sounds good, Andrea. That's excellent. Excellent. So today we are going to dive deep right into the blind spots of psychology that many of us have around us that keep us bound to the narcissist in some way. We try to legitimize our efforts. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. Hang on. I got my phone plugged in and there we go. I can't move my phone or else I disconnect my cord, but we're good now. So we try to legitimize our efforts with reasons, not recognizing that we have deeply ingrained cognitive and emotional biases going on that distort our perceptions. These perceptions make us feel vulnerable to narcissistic manipulation. So stick around to the end of this video because we're going to get going. We're going to go through some common psychological blindnesses, and maybe you're aware of some of them. And I'm going to give you some tools to help you see through the illusions and regain your personal power. Sound good? All right, so let's do the introduction. Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Positively Spiritual. My name is Shannon Gilmore and I am here to help you wade through the troubled waters of your life. I'm your advocate. I am your sister in arms. Oh yes. I am also your guide to help steer you out of the challenges that you find difficult to navigate on your own. If you want to talk, let's talk. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything here, but I'm not here to, I'm quite easy to talk to if you need to talk with. Okay, we can sit down and together over the phone and we can talk for an hour and we can have those deep conversations. But if you need immediate help or you have comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to email me. My email is in the description of this video. We're here for you. So if you want to find answers and find comfort, well, this is your group. Thanks everyone, because you guys are making this channel what it is. You guys are so full of love. It's amazing to see the love. And you guys, as much as you guys are hurting, you bring joy to this group. You bring it. You guys are mature. And I would have to say that you're my place to be. I mean, you guys are people that I would want to know. I do want to know. And I'm grateful. And I can't say enough good things about you guys because I've never seen a chat room like this. You guys are so kind and courteous and loving and polite and genuine and generous. Wow. Like, this is God's family? Oh, I'm in. I'm in full feet. I'm in. So thank you. So on this channel, we dive into scripture, we unpack psychology and peer into the hidden realm of science that gives us answers that we can grow from. See, I believe that knowledge is power, and it's my greatest hope for all of you that Positively Spiritual is your healing space where you feel empowered. So are you ready to deep dive in today's video? Then let's learn. Oh, let me pull up my chair. Let's do this. Now, before we dive into specific blind spots, it's important to understand why they exist in the first place. Our minds are designed to seek patterns, make sense of the world, and protect us from emotional distress. But sometimes these mental shortcuts work against us, especially when dealing with narcissists. These psychological blind spots distort our perception, keeping us trapped in toxic cycles without us even realizing it. By uncovering these hidden biases, we can break free from manipulation and see narcissism for what it truly is. So let's just explore some common psychological blind spots that keep us vulnerable. There's this thing called optimism bias. Have you guys ever heard of it? I never have. Optimism bias? The lie at the happy ending. We are hardwired to believe in happy endings, thanks to Cinderella and Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and which other one? Aladdin, Mulan, you know, all these Disney shows that we watch as kids. Yeah. And this makes us blind to red flags because we assume that deep down people are good. Narcissists exploit this bias by presenting an idealized version of themselves. They make us believe that they are just misunderstood, that they've had a hard life, or that they will change if we are just patient enough. Oh, I can relate to that one. But the truth is, narcissists don't change. They adapt to maintain control. Number 2, cognitive dissonance. This is the mental tug of war. This is what I call the major brainwashing. This is just insidious. Cognitive dissonance occurs when what we believe doesn't match what we experience. A narcissist says they love us, but their actions scream the opposite. And instead of confronting this contradiction, we convince ourselves that the narcissist, they didn't mean it, or they were just having a bad day. It was just a one-off. This mental gymnastics keeps us stuck in toxic relationships far longer than we should be. Just reading your comments here. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. So if you guys need my attention, just say @Shannon or send a heart or something, and I'll see the movement on the screen and I'll go, what? You call my name. Now, we know trauma bonding. This one is quite common. And this is when pain feels like love. Love is not painful ever. Narcissists create an addictive cycle of love and abuse, or affection and abuse, attention and abuse. It's not love. They make us feel special, and then the next they destroy our self-worth. So they build our self-worth up to destroy it. Excuse me, this unpredictability makes us crave their validation even more and more. It's the same mechanism seen in addictions. The high of being loved makes us endure the lows of their cruelty. So it's like, well, I can endure their cruelty. I can get through this just as long as I have the hope that they're going to love me. They'll come back. They'll come back to love me, and I can take it. Really? So if you guys like this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so already, thank you, because your support is so muchly appreciated. You're actually helping the channel grow. Thank you. And you are helping let me just say that again. You are actually helping other people, our peeps, our family peeps. You guys are helping bring our family home to us as you are allowing and helping other people to feel comforted. You're helping others feel like they belong. So thank you for being you. Number 4, the just world fallacy, the myth of fairness. I had no idea this was a thing. I had no idea this was a psychological blindness, but we want to believe that the world is just. Thanks for the hearts. Love's back to you. So we want to believe that the world is just, that good people are rewarded and bad people are punished. But narcissists kind of defy that logic. They charm their way into power. They manipulate others into defending them. And then they walk away. They walk away from destruction without consequences, as we are left to hold the bag of consequences. Totally not fair. And the sooner that we accept this fairness, that fairness is never a guarantee in life, the sooner we can stop waiting on God or waiting for karma to handle the narcissist, waiting for them to have their comeuppance. They will have their comeuppance, but it's not in our timing. And we should never want to be waiting around watching for the narcissist to get their comeuppance. We've got better things to do. Seriously, it's a waste of our time. They've wasted enough of our precious time. There's this halo effect, beauty and power as a shield. See, charisma, good looks, and success make us assume a person is kind and trustworthy. And this is why so many narcissists rise to leadership positions. We assume that their external success must reflect internal goodness. No. But their charm is simply another manipulation. It's just a manipulation tactic. And then there's the people-pleasing, or what people call codependency. The need to be needed. Let me say that again. The need to be needed. Ooh. I had this one. Wow. I had a deep need to be needed. You know, doing things for other people without even asking them, just going out of your way to help, be kind, be nice, because it's such a nice thing to do. Kind of seems like we're going against the grain, not extending ourselves and helping others. It's uncomfortable. But many of us who have been targets or victims of narcissists, we're natural givers. Like, you can't take that away from us. That's a privilege, that's a right, that's in our inherent being. Like, it's who we are. And there's, you know what, we should not be ashamed or shamed because we give. There's nothing wrong with giving. But we believe that if we love harder, sacrifice more, and are more understanding, we can change the narcissist. But narcissists don't want love because they can't recognize love. They want control. And the more we give them, the more they take, leaving us depleted. And that's what happens when we are coming out of a narcissistic relationship. We're burned out. We've had enough. We can't do anymore. Now, we all know about the gaslighting and self-doubt. This is a war on reality. Hey, resistor, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm just reading your comments, people. Okay. So everything good? Good to see you all here. So gaslighting. Narcissists make us question our sanity. They tell us we're overreacting and we are misunderstood, or we misunderstand them. and that we're the problem. And over time, we start to believe it, because you hear it long enough, you start to believe it. And the more we doubt ourselves, the more control the narcissist has. Now there's this fear of abandonment, these chains of loneliness that we're bound to. Many of us stay with narcissists because the idea of being alone is terrifying. But what we don't realize is that we're already alone. We're emotionally isolated by the narcissist manipulations. True freedom comes when we recognize that loneliness is temporary, but staying in toxicity has lifelong consequences. Now there's the cultural and religious conditioning, the misuse of morality. Didn't know this was a psychological blindness. Many cultures and religious teachings tell us to forgive endlessly, to be selfless, to endure suffering for the sake of love. Well, this isn't a bad thing, but narcissists twist this. They twist these beliefs to keep us in line, in check. Forgiveness does not mean allowing ourselves to be continually abused. And love does not mean sacrificing ourselves to save someone who does not want to be saved. Just a reminder here. If you want to talk, please scoop me off an email. My email is in the description of this video, shannongilmore@protonmail.com. You are welcome to download some digital books, as I've provided a link to my website in the description of this video. I have personally authored all these books that you find on this website, ko-fi.com/ShannonLynn. And you're going to find your way through the heartache if you read these little ebooks. Whatever your question that you have, well, you just might find answers. You need to brush up on your people skills? Got an ebook for that. Get a handle on your growing anger? Got an ebook for that. Wondering why God made you the way that he did and why life seems so hard? There's an ebook for that. You've got questions? Yeah, I've got answers for you. So browse my online library at www.ko-fi.com/ShannonLynn. Click on the shop button and download your heart's content. There's lots of literature there that I've personally researched and written myself. The links are all in the description of this video. So thank you. Let me know what you think. Number 10, another psychological blindness is projection, seeing ourselves in others. We assume that because we are honest, others must be honest too. But honesty it's not inherent. It has to be taught. It has to be learned. This fatal mistake when dealing with narcissists is that we believe that they are true blue, honest to the end with us. But they don't think like we do. They don't have empathy. They don't have remorse. They don't have accountability. So until we see them for who they are, not what we want them to be, we're going to remain vulnerable to the narcissist. Psychological blindness is also found in the sunk cost fallacy, the fear of losing time. The longer we invest in a relationship, the harder it is for us to walk away. We tell ourselves that if we just hold on a little longer, all the pain will be worth it. But the time spent in toxicity is not an investment, it's actually a loss. The sooner that you leave, the sooner you can heal. Number 12, fear of retaliation, the narcissist's last weapon. Narcissists punish those who leave the relationship. They launch smear campaigns, spread lies, and try to destroy our reputation, especially when we try to expose them. This fear keeps many of us trapped in silence. But no matter how much they try to rewrite the story, the truth is always always shown as a lie. Sorry to hear that, Cynthia. Number 13, social pressure and image management, the fear of judgment. Narcissists often have a public image to maintain. Oh yes, they are so posh, pish posh. They have to just be the best, and they just have to put on airs to show that they are the best, and they are so affluent. You know, they want their Grey Poupon, you know, whatever that mustard, you know. Yeah, it's a commercial. Just look it up. It's kind of cute. So when we speak out, we risk being painted as the villain. This keeps many silent, even when we're suffering. But the truth does not need validation from others. It does stand on its own. So, what are you willing to stand up for? You gotta risk being judged in order to stand for the truth, because it's not your business what other people think about you. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's right, resistor. That's exactly it. Magical thinking and hope addiction. The illusion of change. We cling to the hope that things will go back to the way that they were at the beginning of the relationship, but the beginning was a lie. Do you really want that? You want that back? No. See, narcissists don't change, and they certainly don't change for love. They only change when they need new supply. And that change is not a heartfelt change. It's motivated in a lie to get what they want. Letting go of the illusion is the first step to the true freedom. The illusion is that you think you have a relationship with the narcissist, but no, you don't have a normal relationship with the narcissist. It's not a relationship. You may call it a situationship, but it's not a relationship. So, guys, smash that notification bell to get notified of our next live video, because we meet here twice a day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 10 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. Join me, moi, Shannon Gilmore, and our growing family here every single day, twice a day, to discover how you can heal from narcissistic trauma. I'm here twice a day for you because your healing is that important. Well, yes, it is. We're doing this because we're doing this twice a day. I do this more. If I had the time, I would do more. You know what? I've often said that I would love to just do an all-day live, because your healing is that important. You got to stay on top of it. We're here twice a day so you don't forget your healing. Because I know me, I used to screenshot, I used to go around on Instagram and Twitter and find those, memes and those supportive texts, and I'd screenshot everything, but I'd never look at it. And I'd save videos. I think I've got over 5,000 videos on a playlist on YouTube that I have to watch. I save them. Oh yeah, I'll watch it later. Never do. So that's why I'm here twice a day, for you, to keep you accountable. I'm your accountability partner. I'm here. I'm your sister in arms, and I'm here twice a day to make sure that you are reminded, oh yeah, there's that little thing called healing or letting go. So we are here for you, and these videos act as a reminder to help you stay on the narrow path of your healing. So we're not letting you go. That's right. We're here. We've got you. We've got your back. So this YouTube channel has been created for you, so you no longer have to face your challenges alone. So I invite you to join us when you can, as we welcome you to the family. Hi. Number 15, lack of knowledge about narcissism. That's the first and last blind spot you'll ever have. Because the biggest reason we stay blind to narcissists is simple. We don't know what narcissism really is. You don't know what you don't know. Many of us were never taught about manipulation or emotional abuse. But once we learn the signs, oh, we can never unsee them again. You can't unlearn that. So, which ones are you currently engaging in? Which of this list, which of these on this list of the psychological blind spots is familiar to you? Oh, there's more, but this is a good start. So now that you can see the hidden forces that keep us blind to narcissism, the question is, what are you going to do with that knowledge? Will you continue to excuse toxic behavior, maybe even excuse your own toxic behavior, or will you reclaim your power by getting in the know and staying in the know? Hi, Joe. How you doing? Hi, Walmart. How you doing? Is that a wig? Does this look like a wig to you? Let me just show you all this hair. No, it's not a wig. It's not a wig. It's all natural. See? Not a wig. Not a wig. Thanks for commenting, though, because you show your true colors, who you are. Now you made me mess up my hair. Huh. There we go. Good enough. Oh, yeah, we call you out. You want to comment on my hair? I'll call you out. Walmart. Luigi. So how you doing, Joe? I've been to codependent meetings too, but I have to say I've gotten a lot more out of these meetings because they are godly influenced. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Hearts back to you guys. So Walmart, how you doing? Is Luigi your real name? Or did you just borrow that from Mario Kart? It's me, a Mario. I'm a Mario fan. I love Mario. I love Mario Kart. So healing starts with awareness, guys. The more we educate ourselves, the harder it becomes for narcissists to manipulate us and keep up with this illusion. And once we start trusting our intuition, we break free from the illusion and we choose ourselves over toxicity. Because the moment we see narcissism for what it is, we can finally escape the grip. Seriously, we shake it off. We step into the light of truth and strength, and we embrace our self-worth, and I'm free to do what I want to do. That's a song. Yeah, I know. I don't know the rest of it though. So what biases from this video that we've mentioned do you need to confront? Is there anything that I personally can help you with? Scoop me off an email and let's chat. So this video tonight was short and sweet, and I just want to say thank you for watching this video with me. I would like to thank you for making Positively Spiritual a part of your day. It's an honor to join you with these videos as we meet together and we share in our stories and share testimonies and we draw strength from each other. I mean, this is amazing. You guys have no idea the positive influence you're having on a huge community that is bigger than us. We will never know until we get to heaven, we will never know the spiritual underpinnings of the spiritual fruit this community has. So you take what you learn from others on the chat and this insight from this videos, and you go about your day and you spread the joy and you spread the light in your own lives and wherever you go. That's amazing. What a way to be. That's just amazing. So, no, I'm not leaving already. No, I'm done my talk. So it was just short and sweet. So, yeah, just a list of psychological biases, you know. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Please hit the like and the share button, or the like button. Share this video, share this channel. And okay, you have a question, Cynthia? What's your question, girl? What's your question? It's me, Mario. Sorry, I just got that in my head now. I'm trolling Walmart. Do the narcissists know they are lying in the early stages? Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, they do. They're hiding on purpose. They don't want to keep. They don't want to show you their true colors because they know who they are. They know. Yeah. I would say some of them don't, but most of them do, but it comes so natural to them. So it's like how pickup lines are used. Some people use pickup lines like, you know, and they know them like the back of their hand, and they use them on, even if they don't work, they'll still try and use them. So yeah, they are acting, no, they just have the gift of being superficial. Have you ever been superficial with somebody? I guarantee you have. Somebody who hangs around you that you don't really want to be around, and they're just kind of, you don't want to say, can you go, please? You know, and you just put up with them, like maybe an aunt or a family member. You know, kids, if you're a parent, you're superficial with your kids all the time. Don't tell me you're not. You are. When your kids start telling you a story, and I was playing in the backyard and there was this purple dinosaur that came and it had a purple cape on, and it blew fire at me, and I was able to get one of its scales, and I made a scale into an arrow, and I took my bow and arrow and I hit that dragon right square in the nose. And you're like, okay. You're not, oh, and then what did you do? Oh, really? Oh, wow, oh, wow. No. You're just like, okay, all right, Or when, you know, your child tells on their sibling, mommy, Billy pulled the cat's tail. And you're like, You're always superficial with your kids. You know, not all the time, but you do go superficial with your kids, and you don't indulge them. And narcissists, they know how to do superficial. And we don't see it because we are looking to establish a rapport. And a rapport is like finding common ground with people, communicating by a meeting of the minds. And when you're really in tune with the narcissist, you'll notice that it's all superficial with them. They keep it superficial because they're vague. Literally, they're vague. They're not deep. They may pretend to be, but they're not. They're very vague. They're very superficial. And they know that very well, like the back of their hand, because that's all they know how to do. So, really? Not superficial at all? Okay, well, maybe I better define superficial. Was he in touch with his feelings? You can have what seem like deep conversations, but he would talk about his childhood, but yeah, would he get deep though? What I mean by that is, okay, so Maybe he confided to you that maybe his dad abused him. Okay. And maybe he told you that the abuse scared him. But going deeper, to have those deep conversations, those real heart-to-heart conversations, the narcissist won't say to you, you know, in reflecting upon the abuse from my dad when I was little, I was terrified of him, and I recognized that my terror turned into animosity and regret and resentment, and I began to take it upon myself and I exposed myself to drugs, and because I was running away from my daddy issues, and it wasn't just, I realized that this wasn't just a fear. This was actually a terror, where I then started fearing all men, and I learned not to trust men. I refused to trust my English teacher because he reminded me of my dad so much. See, they can touch on their feelings. They know what anger looks like, so they can say, I feel angry. But can they say why? Can they delve deeper? No, they can't. They can say, I'm angry at you. Well, why? Well, because you didn't take out the garbage. No, that's why. There's something more here. That's why you'll see when the therapist starts asking these questions, they stop therapy because they don't know how to go deeper. And because we think that we're having a conversation, and we are having a conversation with them because it lasts a long time, because they're talking about their feelings. No, talking about your feelings, like getting deep with your feelings and deep conversations, is not saying, I feel excited, or that makes me feel happy and glad when, you know, I get a bonus. My boss gives me a bonus at the end of the year, you know, for a job well done. I look forward to that bonus. It makes me so happy. That's sharing your feelings, but that's not getting in touch with the feelings. Like, what would happen if your boss didn't give you that bonus at the end of the year? Well, my boss would be a son of a bitch. Well, why? Well, because I just, you know, like, they just don't see the depth of it. They can't analyze, you know. Yeah, they would name call a lot. Yes, that's what they do. So I went through a lot over the last 10 years, says Andrea, especially, and I guess part of me fears being alone, but maybe I'm better off being alone and keeping my integrity. See, that's deep. That's deep. A narcissist would never say that. There's your example right there of depth. Getting in touch with your feelings. Well said. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Yeah, so you're welcome, Cynthia. I know like my ex-husband, when we met, we were having what I thought deep conversations too. We'd stay on the phone for like 6 hours, watch the sun go down together on the phone. He's in the city, I'm in the country, and you know, we're sitting on the, you know, telephone watching the sun go down. Oh, this is so romantic. He's like, hey, look out the window. The sun's going down. We're watching our first sunset together. And I'd be like, oh, that's so romantic. But I thought it was deep, but it wasn't. It wasn't deep at all. And come to look at it, I've known 3 other narcissists who would send me pictures of the sunrise or sunset in order to get my attention. Oh, that's so deep. They're mentioning the sunset and the sunrise, and my new boyfriend is sending me pictures of the sunrise every morning when he gets up. Oh, that's so deep. That's so nice. That's what I thought until I tried to have a deep conversation with them. Yeah. And what do you appreciate about the sunrise? Like, what is it that you appreciate? What do you mean? It's just light. Yeah, but what feelings does the sun evoke in you? What do you mean? It's just inviting. It's nice. Yeah, but what does it mean to you? I don't know. It's like, do you want to know what it means to me? Why do you have to analyze everything? That's what they would say to me. And it's like, this is getting to know somebody. Like, the sun means life. It radiates heat, and it gives us life, and it gives us light, and it's there. It doesn't go out. It's always there. It's steady. It's reliable. I want to be like the sun for people. I want to be there and reliable. And I don't want my light to go out, but try to have those kind of conversations with the narcissist. You're just like, you start talking like that, they'll throw it back at your face in the middle of an argument. So don't get deep with them. Don't share your heart with them. Don't share what you think. I've gotten personally, I'm just sharing this with you. I've personally got really good at saying, I don't have an opinion on that. What do you mean you don't have an opinion? No, because I just don't want to get involved. So instead of saying, no, leave me out of this conversation, I don't want to get involved, I'll just say, no, I never thought about that. What do you mean you never thought about? Never given it any thought? Really? And you know what? It's okay to me. I'm fine with appearing dumb and stupid in front of the narcissist. I'm okay if they want to label me. She's half-wit. She doesn't even know what she's never even thought about that. You know what? Let them think that I'm retarded. I don't care. Oh, seriously. Let them think that I'm just inept and stupid and dumb and have no brains in my head. I'm happy. Because then they won't ask me questions and they won't come to me and they'll leave me alone. So Cynthia says, he even told my daughter when she was little, private things I told him in conversation. Just awful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. But I'm not surprised because I've witnessed that myself. Hi, Michael. How you doing? Hurt people. And we know who's the real healer. Narcs don't ever admit to God. Amen to that. Secret things I never wanted her to know. He did it in front of me. Triangulating. Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing? Do you have another painting posted on your channel yet? You've got some awesome artwork there, dude. You're good. You're good. Oh, you're sick as a dog. Healing for you. May God heal you. May God bring restoration to your health quickly and speedily. Yeah. So that's his YouTube channel, guys. Michael Bush 8700. So just type that in the search engine on YouTube and you'll be taken to his channel. He's got some pretty good artwork. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful. I love that. Every time I look at that lion, oh my gosh. So cute as a button, and the expression on his face is just amazing. I love it. And the Kincaid, you know, it's like, I was talking about Kincaid here, what was it, a few months ago or something. And then you've got that posted. I'm just like, oh, synchronicity. But I mean, the detail of the bridge and the water, it's so reflective. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. So well done. How long did it take you to do that painting? Like the bridge, like the stones on that, like my goodness. Beautiful. Oh, you even drew a crow. I got to see that one. Ah, Cynthia's a new subscriber. Okay, I'm going to go look right now. Let me see what we can find. I love looking at people's art. Okay, my computer's a little slow. So, the African marriage ceremony. Oh. You had life. Yeah. I know that. Okay, so where are we here? No. I don't want to go there. Wrong search spot. Okay, there we go. AEL. Oops. Just checking to see. Okay, no. All right. Yeah, there you are. Mr. Glasses, cool dude. All right. So there's a watercolor beach. I love that one too. That's so nice. Okay, so Savior, 9 days ago. Did you do? Oh, that's Music Maker. That's music, right? Okay, I will check out. You do music as well? Okay, I'll check out your music. But when I'm not online or on video. But there's the Wolf Moon watercolor. That's beautiful. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. The endless vision? The endless visions? That is beautiful. Beautiful artwork. That's the bride, right? The African bride. Would you call her a queen? This is just beautiful. Like the detail in that. Like her headdress is just so, it's gold and it's beautiful. So is this somebody that you know? I'm sorry, I'm picking your brain, but I'm just curious because like in her eyes peeking through her little jewelry there. That's so pretty. Nobody that you know. This is beautiful, beautiful work. So, Oh, you're very talented. So, good job. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us. I mean, that's, that's when you're an artist, it's hard to do it. It's vulnerable. It's kind of like, oh, I'm showcasing myself to the world. And, it's just her eye, like it's like she's looking right at me. And she's got like something to say, and she's got kind of like a little smile going, and just like wisdom in that eye. There's a lot of wisdom there. You can just see it. It's beautiful. Good job. So, oh, wow. Bonfire and camping, acrylic painting. Oh, wow. That's pretty. You got those clouds spot on, man. And the colors, like I've seen a sky like that in real life. Oh, and those trees. Excuse me. Well done. Man. We got to get you in on a painting party here. I like your watercolor beach. That was pretty cool. I always found watercolors hard to work with, but that's just because I'm just too impatient and I'm just a perfectionist. And like when I did, okay, you guys can't see it, but I showed it to you guys before, and I was doing some artwork, and I don't want to take away from Michael's stuff right now, so I'll just keep that private. But I hadn't done any art in like years and years and years and years. And so I had this really huge challenge that I made for myself, went in it with both feet, didn't practice, didn't do anything. And my perfectionism started getting in the way, and I started crying. I started getting mad and upset. And I just found that if I just took 5 minutes at a time just to do what I needed to do and then call it quits and walk away, then I was satisfied. But the more I'd look at it, the more I'd fiddle with it to try to perfect it, the more upset I would get mad. So, yeah. Yeah, same here. It'll allow you to break your ego. Exactly. Yeah. But I just, your art is an expression of your soul, and your ego gets in the way, then it's not fun. And creativity needs to be fun. It has to be fun. And if it's not, then it's work. And you're not here, your ego should not be taking hold of it. And so I gotta work on my ego first before I dabble in anything more, because I'm just so yeah. But well done, Michael. Good job. So do you have a portfolio then? Like, are you getting, like, do you have stuff that you have in like a portfolio to show others? Is this just a hobby? Are you wanting to go somewhere with this, like, and do something with it? Like, put your designs on, I don't know, pillowcases or, t-shirts or something like that? So it's just a hobby, okay. So feel free to peruse my page. Most is jam sessions, open mic, but have posted a bunch of camping stuff too. I use live stream jam sessions and paint on leaves. Okay, you got a page? Okay, Andrea, I missed your page. Did you post your link here to your page? All right. So I'm just looking through the chat here. So Andrea, what's your page? Do you have a YouTube page? Let's check her out. Talented family over here. Yeah. So what's your page? What's your page, Andrea? We're waiting. If you want to share with us, go for it. I think I found you. Andrea the Goose Mother, YouTube. I subscribed. Open mic at the Alibi Room, July 3rd, 2024. Is that you? Long hair. Nice to meet you. Hello. I found you. I found you. Okay, so guys, go to YouTube at Andrea the Goose Mother. There you go. I subscribed. So I will listen to this tonight. You sing as well? Oh my goodness, such talent. You're so pretty. Counting Blue Cars, acoustic cover by Dishwalla. Never heard. Oh boy, this is new music. Cool. This is a treat. Oh, you guys, this is a treat. Thank you so much. So, Michael says, I think I finally ended with my narc today after her doing what she did. Oh, good for you. How do you feel about that? Oh, it's never easy, is it? But there's a sense of relief. I mean, you're gonna feel bad. I mean, that's natural. You'll go through the normal feelings, but you did right by you. You did good. So her Valentine was more important than my 43rd year birthday on the 23rd. Oh. That's too bad. No way, really? Oh yeah, you just saved yourself a world of hurt. You really did. Good for you. No, now you get used to your freedom. It is so nice to be independent and not have to worry about, oh, I got to get home and make dinner, or, you know, oh, you have to move your schedule around them. Like, you can just, I can just, if I want to go for a walk right now, I can just go for a walk right now if I want. Like, I just, you know, I miss having somebody there, but I'm actually having fun getting to know me. And I was saying to somebody the other day that being on your own gets kind of addicting, because it's like you just don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to deal with somebody else's bullshit. Pardon my language, but seriously, like, no gossip, no jealousy, no, you don't have to deal with anybody else's moods either. You know, you don't have to walk on eggshells wondering, oh, did they wake up grumpy and how's my day gonna go because of them, you know? And if I want to make cookies and have cookies for dinner, I can, you know? I mean, not that I do. Well, yeah, sometimes I do, but not all the time. But I mean, if I want to eat, I'll eat. But if I don't want to eat, I won't. And it's like I don't have to sit there and, you know, make dinner for the whole family or the other person and on a chance that, you know, they like it or they don't like what I make. So it's just, you know, but I've been single for over a year now. Yeah. So November, December, January. So a year and 3 months. Yep. I can't believe it's been that long. It doesn't feel like it either, though. But, you know, it's definitely something to get used to because I've been, you know, I think I've always been with somebody. And now that I'm getting to know myself, it's, you know, I can't wait to have money so I can really be with myself and go take myself kayaking and do the things that I want to do, you know, take myself on dates and go to a restaurant, a vegan restaurant, and order what's on the menu and sit there and by myself and just take in the ambiance. I can't wait to do that. But for now, it's like, yeah, it's good. So narcissists don't know what they have till we are gone. Then again, do they? That's right. No, because they're just onto somebody else. They're just onto somebody else. Oh, before my recent partner, I was single for 7. I went through a lot of turmoil, losing a baby and also my ex to addiction. Lots of soul searching. Oh, big hugs to you, Andrea. Aw, hugs, girl. And look at you now, thriving and so strong and so beautiful and so loving. Oh my gosh. I bashed the door today to my mother door because she wanted to skip lunch and dinner, and I took her to the chiropractor today for the first time. It was like pulling a tooth and nails. I need prayers. Prayers for you that you are given clarity and peace. May you have clarity and peace. Your passion comes out. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're gonna be okay. You know, your passion is wasted. I think your passion is wasted on the wrong person. And your passion, it's not just passion that you're probably dealing with. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that it's frustration. How do we meet godly people? How did we all meet? Is this God-led? I think so. God brings you to it, right? God will bring people to us. So I feel I took a few steps back in this current relationship. I feel I failed God's test sometimes. I was friends with my current partner for 12 years, but dating him is so much different than friendship. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, just think of it this way. Every relationship, whether it's good or bad, it's meant for you. Every relationship that you get into, you ultimately make the decision for yourself what you need. Your spirit knows what learning lessons you need to learn. And every relationship, you're going to find that every single relationship helps you grow and helps you grow to the truth and see the truth in you. So, yeah, your relationship, it's, you get to define it what it is, and you get to label it as good or bad, but whatever it is good because it's revealing to you stuff that you couldn't see before. And it takes having a relationship with somebody, because like when I'm talking about this, like I'm kind of scared of getting into a relationship because I know that that relationship is going to test me on my integrity and my boundaries and what I won't deal with, like what is deal breakers for me. And I guess, with that, I will come clean. I'm probably scared of falling in love because I've never been truly in love before. And I don't know if I could invest myself in that person. And I'm assuming that with real true love, you're not going to lose yourself, right? You won't. But that for me is something that I'm scared of losing, because I've had the loss of identity in my childhood and in my marriage, and I thought I was identifiable by the marriage that I had, and those problems questioned my very value system and who I was as a mother, a wife, a woman, a feminine being. And now that I'm standing on my own, is like, oh gosh, the way I'm speaking, I know God's going to bring somebody, because he always brings practical application, always. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep going this way until if that happens, when it happens, just God, let us be ready, because we're so good at seeing narcissism for what it is. Like, even just the little tidbits that we see from the narcissist, we just like, oh heck no, like, stay away from me, you don't see me. And but we do need relationships to grow. So thanks for saying this much, Andrea, because I haven't given this consideration myself. So thank you very much, because with what you just shared, you're helping us and you're helping me. Wow. And I've got to admit some things, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to have a relationship. I'm just not. And I'm just not. And I'm okay with that. But do I want a relationship? Yes and no. Yeah, I do. I want to know what it's like to truly fall in love. But yet, that terrifies me. But yet, I'm willing to take the chance. But there's still that, I can't let go of my independence. I can't let go. I don't want to. So your boundaries were completely trampled upon. We need people for a reason, season, or a lifetime. Amen to that. Yes. You're so romantic, Shannon. I could never think like that. Yeah, and I'm probably like, I do have a romantic idea about love. I really do. And and it's because I've haven't had love, not even from parents. So I have this, standard of love, that what it should look like. And the only one that's been able to match it God, and I'm still not there yet. Like, I'm not there seeing God as who he fully is, because there's still, you know, we have our human nature that says, oh, no, 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 you know, oh, you know. But when I'm inching closer to God, I feel his love, and I'm just like a giggly little schoolgirl. This is so cool. You know, I'm just like, you know, like, what was it, last week where we did this live, and I was like, the next, you know, we did the live in the afternoon, and at night I was feeling drunk on love. Like, I was just feeling it, and I could barely keep focus of the live because I just felt God's love. I was just like, wow. Now I'm kind of evened out, and it's like, I want that back. But you know, you just go through growth spurts in your spirituality, and you go through growth spurts in your relationships too. And in a ideal relationship, it's nice if you guys can grow together, but that doesn't always happen. So Joe says, I'm almost there. I'm beginning to be okay alone, but I definitely need friends like you all. Good, because we're not leaving, Joe. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, friends are so appreciated and needed. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's like, you know, when God, it's like, finally, God, because I myself have been like, God, where are your people? Where? And it's like, finally, you guys have arrived. It's awesome. You guys just bring such peace, you know, you really do. Michael says she's scared. She about to get a birth control installed in her arm. Oh dear. Hugs to you, Resistor. Hugs to everyone too. Yeah. I'm never forcing birth control. Did you do the smell test? Before she gets on birth control, smell her natural scent and see if it's palatable. You know, because when she gets on birth control, that's going to change. We did a video on that last night where the narcissist hijacks our brain. So our brain overloads us with these chemicals and these hormones so that we're not in touch with our sense of smell, our olfactory centers. And because if we were, we would be able to detect fear, and we would be able to smell evil people who are not for us. Yeah, evil people stink. I've done online dating and I won't again. No, every time I've done online dating, I've met a narcissist and I've gotten hurt. And I've met a few narcissists who were, well, one was extremely dangerous. And well, all narcissists are dangerous, but yeah, these men that I've met online dating, they hide behind a profile and a picture, and they make themselves look really good, but no, they're verbally and physically violent, and there's a reason why they're divorced. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a learning lesson. I mean, it hurt at first, but like I said, I got involved with these people because I needed to learn a lesson. And I couldn't learn any other way because my experience as a kid is very minimal with interaction with people. Because I was, you know, ostracized from my mom. She was an alcoholic, so she was passed out a lot of the time, so I was alone with her. My dad was non-existent, wasn't there. I didn't have babysitters, and so when I went into foster care, it was in school and coming home and being alone. I mean, my foster parents didn't interact with me much. So, yeah, so it's just, this is what I had to do. I had to go figure out my daddy issues and my mommy issues by coming to terms with that by dating narcissists. And that's what we do. The narcissists are in our lives to help us heal with some childhood issues that we have not yet healed from, and that we may not know that they exist, but the narcissist brings that out. So crazy how some people are just destined to go to hell, which is really sad. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You smell anything but snakes and bulls. Bulls kind of stink, and so do snakes. Bulls smell like dirt and rawhide and manure, and snakes smell like death. They have kind of a, I don't know, it's just a particular smell, and it doesn't smell good. I owned a black Mexican king snake, so in captivity, you know, the cedar chips kind of helped that, or hid that smell, but they still smell like, and it's like you have to have the heat lamp, and they like the heat, and so it's like, yeah, it's just this, their skin just has a smell. Ugh. But they're gorgeous animals. Like, snakes are really cool. What's this about a Valentine's Day card? I missed something. Rotten taters. Yuck. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like rotten taters. Yeah. So she sent me a Valentine's card with a hand on the front and a crystal ball. And inside the card it says, "I hope we have a good night." Lame. Aww. I'm sorry, Michael. She just doesn't sound that invested. You know, some people are just around for a good time. You know, not a long time, but a good time. You know that song? Yeah, some people are just, unfortunately, they just think that sex is the driving point of the relationship, and they don't have to get intellectually deep and bond, because there's that intimacy, physical intimacy between the two of you, and that's good enough. And you know, we gotta start thinking about, these people are gonna be like, whether they're drinking, whether they're, you know, doing drugs, whether they've got bad behavior, whether they're moody, whether they're gossipy, whether they just are snotty. You know, look at this long term. This is going to be the rest of your life, every day for the rest of your life. Do you really want to go through the highs and lows with somebody like that? Or do you want to try and find a continuum where there's peace? Like, you want peace. You want to bring peace to a relationship, and you want somebody to bring peace to you. We're not supposed to be like bringing the worst out in each other all the time. We're supposed to be bringing out the best in each other. And, you know, a significant other is hopefully the person that makes you want to be better by doing better. You know, I see good qualities, and I know I can be like that too, so I'm going to try. You know? Like, but if you guys are always at loggerheads and always fighting, it's like, we're not supposed to be fighting. Like that's stress that you don't need to bring on yourself. So you got to ask yourself, what's more important, the sex or peace, or You know, I mean, I couldn't let go of the narcissist because I convinced myself that the sex was good, and it wasn't. It was just something that I hadn't had for in a very long time, and I had a connection. I felt I connected with this person, but no, I was connecting with myself. So relationships are supposed to bring peace, not inhibit it. So I know it's hard to hear, but I mean, sometimes you need to hear the truth. And, you know, I've said this to myself, this is what I measure. You know, okay, Shannon, this is going to be every day for the rest of your life. And I've even said that to myself with my ego. Okay, dealing with this ego, this is, my ego's getting in the way, and this is what I'm going to have to deal with the rest of my life. And this is the outlook of the rest of my life if I keep allowing, my ego to rule me. As long as I keep allowing my emotions to lead the way, this is going to be the rest of my life. And I'm married to me, so do I really want this? And I'm like, no way, God help me. Like, seriously, God intervene, because my ego is an a-hole. And when I started doing that, like just asking God to intervene, like, and really becoming mindful, I started changing, and people around me started changing. I stopped hanging around people who triggered me. I stopped enabling people who liked and wanted to trigger me. I stopped catering to people who just were not for me. You want to find people who are for you, who will go to bat for you, who have your back, who champion your success. They're not jealous that you got a raise. Oh, you're never going to make as much money as I do. That's what my ex said when I got my first contract for writing a manuscript for writing. Oh, and he came home, and I'm like, I got a contract. And he's like, oh, you're never going to make as much money as I do. Well, that's not the freaking point. But if somebody's not happy for you and your success, whatever it may be, then you got to ask yourself, was it really worth it? Is it really worth it that you're ignored? I think I need a little apathy and less empathy. But if the right person comes along, then it will be all in for all empathy. Exactly. Well said. Well said. I don't know how I'm going to get out of the family invitations for the ex-narcs family. They are so triggering for me. Oh. Yeah. No contact. Yep. Sometimes when you divorce you let go of the narcissist, there's no way that you can stay in, friends with their family. You have to go no contact with even their family and friends. You're starting over. And that hurts, but you have to do it. How old's your daughter? Yeah, so your daughter is old enough now that she's an adult, so you don't need to stay in contact with any of them. You get to make your own choices. And you can just, if your daughter says anything, I've just decided I'm taking space for myself. I'm giving myself a sabbatical. Like, you can just tell your daughter or tell people, I'm taking personal space. And that's it. I mean, I did that with a friend of mine. We had, got along really well, but that's because I was very agreeable, as I do have an agreeable nature. And I couldn't see the narcissism at first because it was a long distance relationship where we met on Facebook. And, you know, we had things in common. And we got along really fine until a guy came into the picture on her end. And anyways, you know, there was some things that she had said that, you know, hurt me. And the first time she said, you know, she said, Shannon, don't take it personal. That was a red flag right there. And so I just let that go. And then the second time, the same thing happened between us where there was distance. She was just not friendly. You know, there was something going on. And to make a long story short, I just started pulling back and pulling myself away from investing in the relationship with her. And she's like, I notice you're going distance. And that's what I normally do when I feel triggered, and I feel that's my way of coping, is I distance. I pull my feelings back. And so instead of just doing that, because that's avoidant behavior and that was hurting the friendship, so I just said, you know, I'm taking some personal time. And she's like, okay, fine. You take personal time. You take all the time you need, and I'm going to take personal time too. Like, it really offended her. But it's what I needed to do in order to gain clarity, to really think things through. Like, this is going to be the rest of my life dealing with this. Like, I had an opportunity to visit her, to go to the United States, to visit her, and she told me not to visit. We were so excited to visit. Like, she was like, we were just like, I'm going to meet you at the airport, and I'm going to give you a big sisterly hug, and I'm going to cry. And, you know, the talk was there. The talk was cheap, because when it came down to brass taxes, I had the money and I was ready to, I'm going to get a plane, or we'll drive down there. We're going, we're doing this. And she's like, no, don't come. And never gave an explanation why. And I just went, oh, okay. But my agreeable nature, I didn't see that was toxic at the time. I didn't see it. So, but when you start seeing the toxicity, you don't owe these people an explanation. That's my whole speech right there, is you don't owe anybody any explanation. You do what's right for you. Because if you end up giving somebody an explanation, and they'll just try to gaslight you and convince you that you're wrong anyways, and sideline your boundaries. You do what you need to do for you, because it's about walking in self-integrity. So, yeah, taking a break. That's right, taking a break. That needs to be on a t-shirt, taking a break. So, yeah. But now's the time. You know, like growing up, we form friendships. And it seems to be easily done. Hi, Ted. How you doing? Canada defeated Team USA. Yeah! Go Canada! Yeah, the Canucks won. In your face, Ted. In your face. No, I'm just kidding. There's a tear in my beer, and I'm crying for you, dear. Canada has beat the Team USA. I don't know. I'm just... I tried to make something up, but it didn't work. I'll come up with something. No, don't let sports bring you down. That's right. Well, what were you thinking, Ted? Canada is always the winning team when it comes to hockey. Hockey's our jam. Like, you know, like it's not cricket, it's not badminton, it's not volleyball, it's hockey. Like, hockey night in Canada is a thing here. It's been since like the 1970s. Like, hockey is our thing. So, I want the US to have access to cheap oil reserves and maple syrup. Yeah, good luck with that. Canucks rule the ice. Exactly. We're the inventors of not, we didn't start, like, yeah, we've got ice hockey, but I mean, we're the ones hockey is like a full-time sport. It's all year round. Like, we play street hockey, like nets and everything on the street, and the car, so you got to move the hockey net, and oh yeah, like, frick, whole sections of the block are cut off because of street hockey. So it's like, yeah, this is our jam, this is what we do. So yeah, but you'll get access to the oil reserves, and I'll send you some maple syrup. How's that? Well, guys, I think it's about time we call it a night. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's 1:45. So I just want to say thanks for hanging with me. This has been a slice. This has been fun. This is nice. So please meet me here tomorrow at 1 o'clock if you can, in the afternoon. And if not, I'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10. Is Thursday already? Oh my God. No, it's almost Friday. So Friday night, what are we going to talk about? We'll figure something out. So you have to get up early. I'm working tomorrow morning. Good night, everyone. Good night, Cynthia. Good night, everyone. Have a good sleep. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be around you all too. Michael, thanks. And, just do what you can for yourself, and go pamper yourself. Go do something nice for yourself tomorrow. Take yourself on a walk, or, lunch. Do something for you. So you guys all have a good night. God bless. I love you, and be well. And may God minister to you all in your sleep. So we'll see you soon. I love you. Good night.